Alright, hopefully by now you've all seen The Conjuring and you're ready to talk about it and you're ready for us to talk about it in detail with spoilers. Warning right now, this is a spoiler discussion. We're going to talk spoilers. Spoilers everywhere. So don't come with me with no bullshit of like, why you spoil that? I wasn't expecting that. It says it on the title.
You said don't come with me.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
There should be a warning for puns too.
Anyway, The Conjuring.
Conjuring. Why did I love this movie so much? Why do I have no problems with it? Because to me, it's just perfect from beginning to end. And I mean from the beginning with that fucking shot of the doll. It's like scary as hell. Like you think it's gonna move or something. It's like
which it does.
It's
later on. In the movie.
Yeah, later on. But like it's like hypnotic.
Yeah.
That first shot. And
first
then,
of all, dolls are scary.
Dolls are scary as hell. And this is one of the scariest dolls in like movie history. The design for this is just so fucking freaky. I mean, you've seen it.
Yo, dude, dolls. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, they're just cute, harmless toys. No, they are fucking devil worship.
Oh, there's Barbie dolls, and then there's like porcelain dolls.
No, that's what I mean. Porcelain dolls.
Porcelain dolls can all go to hell, which they probably came from. Second of all,
those are so scary.
I was saying like this movie is totally an ode to the 70s when horror relied entirely on atmosphere and plot and story, as opposed to like violence and gore. And even the title card for The Conjuring, how it slowly rises up.
Oh,
it looks like it's from the 70s.
That's hypnotic.
That looks like the title card for The Exorcist or The Sentinel, The Changeling. It's like it's beautiful.
That old kind of font.
Yeah.
And the way it just slowly zooms up and
then
overtakes
just stops
the screen.
there. Yeah. Oh, I love it so much. It's brilliant. And then
I just came in my pants right now.
Oh my god. All the scares, like we mentioned, are so completely well done. Especially those that you think you see coming, and then it just fucking sucker punches you.
Yeah.
Like
this is a much better movie than Sucker Punch.
Yeah, way better. Completely off discussion. But like that scene with the doll, like you know something's gonna happen with the little girl and the doll later on in the movie when they're in the same room together and when it's not in the fucking display like it should be. You know some shit's gonna happen.
It's the creepiest thing without a movie, but when it moves...
all it needs to do is fucking turn its head. It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Ah! Oh my god, I'm just getting chills thinking about it now.
And also, like I mentioned in the review how like it was kind of fun putting together the mystery of this movie and like figuring it out. And you mentioned like, well, it's kind of like laid out, obvious.
Well, not obvious, but it's just laid out. A lot of the framework is laid out, like in the first maybe like 40, 30 minute mark.
What I was talking about was like when you figure out that this ghost is making these women kill their kids.
And then just effortlessly.
I had that figured out.
Okay.
And especially when like she started to get these, or when the mom, the main woman played by Lily Taylor, when she has that nightmare where Bathsheba, is that her name? The witch's name?
The Scariest Woman.
Something like that. When she like vomits in her mouth and stuff like that. As soon as that happened, I was like, she's possessed, and now she's gonna kill her kids.
Oh yeah, which is that
like that's not a problem for me. I'm not saying like, oh, that was predictable. It's more like, oh shit's gonna go down now.
Because you could totally like when you told me, and then I was like, oh really? And then she comes out of the vacuum. She comes out of the bathroom, or the bedroom, or wherever she was, and talking to Vera Farmiga. Are you okay? Oh yeah, I'm totally fine.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! And then it effortlessly turns into from a
an exorcism movie
to an exorcism movie, and
like,
it's fucking
perfect.
terrifying.
It's awesome,
totally seamlessly, yeah. Because they set up such a good mystery beforehand.
Yeah. And they do bring up the fact that we're gonna have to do an exorcism on this house, but a priest is gonna come in and stuff like that to bless this house and hopefully get all the spirits out. But when like that moment where Patrick
Wilson.
I always want to say Wahlberg, but that's the other dude.
That's the guy from Seinfeld.
Yeah, and Peter. It's, the guy.
Yeah, that's right.
But Patrick Wilson, the moment when he's like, he has no idea what to do. Looks like everything's just going completely bad. Like, everything's fucking up, and he's like muting everything around him.
Yeah,
and then he's just like, I have to do it.
Yeah.
As soon as he said that, I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be the best fucking climax of a horror movie I've seen in a long time, and it was.
Because it had such, another level of suspense, and not only that, like, oh man, he has to do it himself.
You care about care about these characters,
and yeah, you don't know, like, because they establish Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson's relationship so much.
You don't know if it's gonna take a toll on her or maybe affect him.
Yeah,
like you have no idea
who's gonna survive. I don't know. I didn't know the real story, so I didn't know who was gonna survive.
Exactly.
It's a really good way they build up their relationship. So,
we've had a while to think about this movie.
Hmm?
Like it's been more than a week now, right?
Yeah.
Since we saw it, and my opinion hasn't changed. I'm gonna see this tomorrow night when it comes out officially. I can't wait to see it again, but I still feel the same way. If anything changes, I feel like I'm gonna anticipate the scares more, but I know I'm still gonna be kind of freaked out because the atmosphere is just terrifying.
It's the scariest 5 minutes.
The atmosphere and the suspense of everything is just really good.
It's a lot scarier. Oh, you going?
Yeah, I can't wait to see it again. I can't wait to see different people's reactions to this. My only fear is seeing it in a theater full of like fucking punk ass kids.
Yeah.
Who are gonna be like laughing when it's not appropriate or
like
just being like annoying and shit like that. Yeah, exactly. Like this isn't Insidious 2 or Paranormal Activity. Like that's my biggest fear of this is seeing it with a crowd like that. But I hope that doesn't happen.
Lol, this is Insidious, even though you love that movie.
Yeah. Well, it's a different kind of fear. It's a different kind of horror movie. Insidious and The Conjuring. Though they're both effectively scary, one is for different reasons than the other.
Yeah. Insidious
is like going through a haunted house, where The Conjuring is like, when the fuck is this going to end? I feel like anything bad could happen at any moment. I really do love this movie. 5 out of 4 stars, man.
One of the things I just really like about it is, if I could go on a little mini tangent here.
You go ahead.
Okay, so I really like this.
That's all, folks. See you guys later.
All right, review over.
No, go on.
What I really like Insidious, and this is from the same director, but one of the things I hated about Insidious is the fucking ending, which it seems like every horror movie, it needs to have that one last gotcha moment. One last, oh, it's not over yet, isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, like,
end credits.
Not just a, like, gotcha moment, but it's like, we can't have this end happy.
Yeah.
It's like, there's gotta be, like, a last bit of dread, and it's just, like, it seems unnecessary and almost forced.
Yeah. Like a certain Sam Raimi movie that you really like.
I like that ending, because I thought that was actually kind of ballsy, but fuck that. Insidious. The ending of Insidious just kind of felt like we know we're gonna make a lot of money, but let's make a part 2 of this. And whereas the ending for The Conjuring,
this ending is a subtle kind of maybe we have room for a sequel, but you know what? This is creepy enough.
You know what I would love to see? Just more films made out of their case files.
Yeah. Oh, I would love
if
that.
They do more stuff about which there's plenty of them. You can look them up online. Just type in the Warrens.
I would absolutely.
I would love to see more of their case files. I would love to see they kind of did it, but like a longer short film of that fucking doll.
Oh yeah.
Because although they like got the story right, there's still a lot missing, including like from what I was reading, the doll climbed up on the bed at one point of some guy.
Ooh.
And like, I could just picture seeing that. I think it would be really fucking scary.
It's a lot scarier to see, this doll sitting there, and then see a note saying "Miss me," rather than the doll just running up and stabbing someone in.
Well, that's like Chucky territory. I'm not talking about that. But I'm just talking about like this doll is possessed.
Well, I'm just saying like it's a lot scary with an eerie sense of
of course.
Oh shit! I know what happened in my mind, but that's fuck.
Oh, definitely.
And what I like about the ending here is that it's just subtle enough where you're like, maybe this is still around, but nah, we'll leave it to you guys. It's just kind of like a nice capper to it.
It's not like and as much as I like this movie, but Sinister from last year,
Oh yeah.
I really like Sinister, like all throughout. I thought it was like the first adult horror movie in a long time, and not meaning like erotic or anything like that, but like as in it's just it's pretty hardcore. It deals with like
adult hardcore.
Deals with like snuff film type things. Kids are getting killed through it, and all the deaths in there are like really really like shocking and disturbing.
I felt like I needed to take a shower after Sinister.
Especially that the lawnmower scene, like that was like that's an image I'm never gonna get out of my head. But then it has these jump scare moments for what I'm assuming is like a younger audience who's gonna go see it anyway. And then like at the very end, there's that pop-up scare, like that jump scare at the very end of it.
Well,
which I thought was like that was so unnecessary. That almost ruined the movie for me because it's like you guys were doing so good. The ending was kind of predictable.
I just don't really. I don't know. Me personally, I was like, well, that was kind of a depressing ending to a. Okay, we're not reviewing. Well, okay.
No, but what I'm saying is like this one didn't do anything like that. Like it didn't feel like it needed to do like one last scare. It's more. It's like okay, let's end off hopeful. You know what it's saying? It's basically saying like this could still happen.
Yeah.
There's still a possibility that this is happening somewhere right now, if you believe in this type of thing. You know, kind of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, how it's like it's not scary because it happened, which it didn't happen. It's based on that. It's scary because it could happen. It's totally possible.
Yeah.
And I feel this one did the same thing.
Yeah.
So, what more can I say about this? I did have some nitpicks.
Oh man, you said this movie was perfect.
It is. I mean, like it is a perfect movie to me, and like the only like little complaint I had is not even a complaint. It's just like I wish they would have had a little more backstory with the. I hate to just call him the Asian kid.
It's Drew.
With Drew, who was with them, and was it Bob? Bill, something like that.
We'll see. Drew and his friend.
The cop character who was the cameraman. Brad. Okay, like, this cop just seemed out of nowhere. He was like, oh, we have a cop on our side. Okay, cool. And Drew is like, okay, obviously he's a student, but it seemed like he'd done this before. But I wasn't really sure if he's, like, just friends with the Warrens or how that happened. And there's a scene where it's like, it seems like, it's Drew, right?
Yeah. Drew
is going to be, like, flirting with the oldest daughter.
Yeah.
And then that's just completely abandoned. Like it just felt like that scene just didn't need to be there at all.
Yeah.
Maybe it was for comic relief, but I don't know. I didn't really need it.
I felt Brad and Drew had enough good comic relief throughout the movie. They were the ones that kept the jokes.
Well, I was talking about that.
There are a few jokes. This is a genuine scary horror movie, but there are few jokes in here, and most of them are between Brad and Drew. And
yeah.
They hit almost, I think, pretty much all the jokes.
They feel like they're deserved.
Yeah.
Jokes. No, but, I mean...
And one more point I want to bring up is that the scene with Vera Farmiga, I think, is a standout here. I mean, she's just incredible in this movie, I feel.
Yeah.
Because not only does she have to play the member of the Warrens that takes a toll, these cases take a toll on her, but... That scene where she sees their kid, a hallucination of their kid in the water.
Yes.
And then she runs to tell her mom.
Yeah.
Can you please check up on her kid? Like, that almost had me in tears. Like,
no, yeah. I know what you mean.
Insane. Like, that was the moment I was like, one of the best performances of the year.
No, she's amazing in this. And it's because she's being completely strong when she almost can't bear it. Like, you can tell that she's really, really scared. Even though she's done this before, this is really worrying her. And
you feel bad for her, especially in that basement.
Yeah, she definitely has a fear of, like, death and stuff like that going on right now. But she's still putting on this attitude of, let's get this done and let's help this family.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does a fantastic job. Patrick Wilson, too. Did a really good job.
What's his name from Office Space?
I can't remember.
Ron Livingston.
Ron
and
Livingston.
Swingers. I think it was,
Really?
which I love.
I've never seen that.
Love that movie.
Ron Livingston did a good job too,
He
being
does a good job.
like, just fucking help us, please. Like,
Yeah, because mostly when I think of him, I think of comedic roles like Office Space.
Yeah,
So he's really good in this, like the head of the or like him and Lily Taylor.
he's just playing like this good dad. He's playing a good head.
And Lily Taylor, when it comes to being scared and just the possessed person at the end, is really fucking terrifying.
But Joey King.
Oh yeah.
Joey King in the scene where she's getting moved from her bed.
Yeah.
And she sees something behind the door.
Oh.
That scene almost put me in tears. Because I felt so bad for her. Because she just looks so fucking scared. That looks like genuine fear.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad for what they were doing to her.
They on set there, they just had like interviews. Hey Joey, just gonna ask you a few questions.
Don't fucking talk to me.
What's your favorite food? What's your favorite color? What's your biggest fear? Okay, cool.
Let's use this.
Let's use just this.
Feel
the feels of fear.
They like filled a room full of snakes or something.
Yeah. I hate snakes.
Totally understandable.
Why did it have to be snakes? Well, yeah, she's such a, she's a really great young actress.
She is. I'm hoping she's going to be in a lot more things.
Best part of
she
White House
definitely deserves it. She is the best part of White House.
This is actually a good movie, The Conjuring. So
exactly.
I'm glad that she's in it.
God, I hope this makes money. I really, really do.
At least more than White House Down, or Grown Ups 2 for that matter. Which
no, because that's the thing. Like, Grown Ups 2. Grown Ups 2 is still in theaters.
Yeah.
It could very. I mean, it was what, number 2?
Number 2.
It could very well be number 2 again.
People love horror movies though.
Like even Turbo, I have a feeling Turbo is going to be number 1.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
not only is it opening on a
it's
Wednesday,
a kids movie.
But it's a kids movie, yeah. From,
and
I think DreamWorks.
You guys are going to take your kids to go see it. That's just what's going to happen. You should take them to see Despicable Me too.
I feel this is going to be read in R.I.P.D.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, first of all, with R.I.P.D., I feel like no one's been waiting for that movie, and it's kind of just like, oh, here it is. I mean, like I remember.
It could be fun at like a matinee, but yeah, no, I'm not really gearing up for it.
Yeah, I remember reading that they were making it.
Yeah,
and then reading the concept and even seeing some photos, and then it felt like 2 days later it was a trailer. Now it's coming out. It's like, what the fuck? Who wanted this? Like, who really asked? Same with like Lone Ranger. Yeah. Lone Ranger's already done and it's in theaters now? Like, when did this happen?
Yeah.
And then Red 2, I've seen no ads for that at all on TV or in theater.
The biggest ad I saw was when my brother found the original Red on FX. So I was like, hey, I'll watch this. And then I remembered, there's a Red 2 coming out. That's it! It's the biggest advertising I've seen.
I mean, I just don't feel like anyone's really looking forward to Red 2 either.
I like the original, but no, I'm not really,
Red was a piece of shit.
Hey, I like Red. It was entertaining.
I know you did. It wasn't.
Agree to disagree. The Conjuring, a good review.
Let's see. Movie. I predict this is going to be number 2.
I predict this is going to be either number 2 or 3. It can either be one. Because people love horror movies.
Pick one. I pick number 2.
3.
Okay.
I mean, even The Devil Inside, even though it opened in January, people hated that movie, but it still made money.
That was a piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck that movie.
Someone made me watch that movie, like saying like, "Oh, you're gonna like this." I thought it was really scary. I was like, "Okay, let's watch it." That was a piece of shit. That was 72 minutes of like I could have been doing literally anything else. But
I could have been wiping my ass.
Exactly. We could have been watching Jingle All the Way like 1.5 times. Tell us what you think about The Conjuring.
Movies. Hold on, all the most random movies, Jingle All the Way.
We were talking about it earlier.
Okay, that's true.
Tell us what you think about The Conjuring. I'd really love to hear what you guys think about it. I really want to hear if you don't like it, how wrong you are. So yeah, just let us know. And hey, stay tuned for more reviews.
Yep.
Take care.